Dude, oh my god. Let me alt tab. There we go. Now I can see where we're recording that. Welcome back. Dude, is that a visual issue, Bear? I think it is. Welcome back to Panator Plays Magic the Gathering Arena. Dominaria has been announced for next Thursday. First day for me, I think, which is going to be a little tight in the schedule, but that's okay. Several things I'm planning for that. Well, unfortunately, it turns out, and if you've been following the story, I've already mentioned it at least once in an episode in every game I put up on the channel. I picked up a cat. It's... finally, I brought it to the vet, and I brought it to the vet again today to check on how it's doing. Turns out it might lose 75% of its vision. Like, there is no right eye. It not to be gross here, but it looks like a tube of pus is squeezing out of its head. It's fine. It's energetic. It's eating a lot. It's all fight, which is part of the reason why I love this cat. But apparently, it's been scratching at it. Like, I can't monitor it 24/7, although I tried. And apparently it scratched at it, or a chicken got to it before I picked it up off the street, and it's going to lose that eye. It's going to go into surgery. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm not made of money, and I need to spend on making sure that they got all the medicine, like the antibiotics, to prepare it for the surgery, and the surgery expenses and the post-care as well. Make sure that we always have the food we need. Not the food we need. Oh, I guess also the food for the cat we need. And so, we're going to, whatchamacallit, we're going to pivot, and now the plan, when Dominaria releases, the plan, even though there's going to be money purchases in the game, the plan is to be the Pauper Prince. The path to Pauper, or Pat's Path to Pauper, or Pat's Pauper Path? I don't know, the title's still, still kind of there, but still needs work. But anyway, I just wanted to update you, gentle viewers, about what was happening, and we're going to go with Spark, because I opened, by the way, I did get the free every Friday packs, the free ones. I got 2 lands, and I don't even remember the 4th one. I don't even remember the 4th rare, so that's where we're at. So we're gonna be playing a hassle deck. We're going to play, oh my god, a deck full of instants, spell pierce, counters, essence scatter, a magma spray. I decided to cut down to 1 magma spray just to fit in other stuff. Negate. The problem with this deck, I mean, you know how it goes. Like, we got sweepers and fire cannonade, and an Hour of Devastation, which is also very neat. The problem we have, 1, is getting to 5 mana. It's a little iffy. 2, I don't think I have enough early game threats aside from Riddle Form. I have nothing that forces the other guy to do something, which I like doing. But I mean, if I could get 3 more Riddle Forms, I'd totally jack up the deck with these guys, because these are strong. These are nice. These are neat. It's a Sphinx ready to lay on the beats. So we're gonna try to counter. I feel like I have too many counters. I think I have 8 counters. So our early game is up. Yay! You know, that thing everybody loves playing at the end of somebody's turn. Spell Pierce, because nobody expects the 1 blue counter. It's also only a non-creature spell, which is fine, which really limits its usability, but I'm hoping to catch some people off guard with this thing. Magma Spray. I like the exiling. I like removing stuff that has Embalm. I like just having something to shoot people with. Essence Scatter counters a creature spell. Negate counters a non-creature spell. Riddle Form. Abrade is great for artifacts because it just blows them up, and it deals 3 damage to target creature. I love modal cards. Cancel. I was considering cutting this because it was 2 blue early, but I guess we just adjust our mana base and hope for the best. If we can't play the cancel, then we can't. Supreme Will, yet another counter. Fiery Cannonade, a Weenie Sweep, which is super important. If we do, let's say we do have that vampire that gives everyone +1/+1. If we kill it with Fiery Cannonade, anything that was at 3 will actually die because it'll lose the +1/+1 benefit, and then, oops, the damage is still there, and then they explode. I would like also 2 more Bloodwater entities, because these are amazing. Not only do we get to reuse an instant or sorcery card, it also has prowess, which means whenever we play an instant or sorcery, I believe it's an instant or sorcery. I'm not sure if it's a non-creature spell. It gets bigger, gets +1/+1, so that's super neat. Enigma Drake, which is one of our finishers, tiny little bastard, power equal to number of instant and sorcery cards in our graveyard. I was going back and forth over Hieroglyphic Illumination. There's probably better draw cards out there, but I like the fact that it's instant speed, and as you well know, as you've seen from me playing Flash, Savior of the Universe, I do value my instant speed. Glyph Keeper, we opened 1, and there's 1 in the starter set. It's very strong. It's hard to kill outside of combat because they require 2 spells or abilities to even touch it. It can even protect us against a stomp. Glorybringer, because he's cool. He's removal and he's haste. Surprise 4 damage. 5 cost flying haste. Exert Glorybringer. And if you do it, deals 4 damage to target non-dragon creature. Oh my god. Hour of Devastation for wipe. We do need a reset. Cryptic Serpent, we can lay on the early beats because it gets cheaper whenever for each instant sorcery in a graveyard, of which we have a ton. Let's even check the numbers here. We have 23 of them. So we're going to get some value. And of course, Nezahal, the one-off fun card. No maximum card size, draws a card for us whenever they cast something non-creature related, and we can discard free to exile it. The problem with this deck, exile it, it comes back at the start of our next end step. Which is priority either our turn or their turn, either way. It's also a dinosaur, which is neat. It can protect itself from removal. It can protect itself from a lot of stuff, but we do have to be careful when we do it. Protected or not, it's still a concern. If we do it on our turn, we get it back immediately, but if we do it on their turn, it's not going to be back anytime soon. And 3 cards is not a cheap cost. There are a couple of notable removals. I didn't put in Overflowing Insight. I do like the idea of it, but I think it's too expensive. Entrancing Melody, I swear to God, I tried to find room for it. I really did. But, I mean, in a more dedicated control deck, I'd probably put River's Rebuke is also fucking amazing. I feel like it's amazing, but we have wipes already, so we can try this. What are our primary removals? It really depends on what we're looking for. Big flyers and removal for the few threats we have. We have to stop those with our counters. Exile cards, I guess. It really depends on the matchup. Like, we want to remove threats that our current hand cannot handle, since we don't have an immense amount of draw. So that's our priority. Like, if, let's say we're in turn 2, and we have the opportunity to counter something like a creature. But, we have an Abrade in hand, or the Magma Spray. And if we have those 2 cards, it means that we can handle anything with 2 or 3 toughness, which means it's a low priority burn for us. A low priority counter, so we can save it for something else. Okay, he's a gold thingy, but look at me, I have a face. We also might want to save our counters for Scarab Gods. Those guys are everywhere. So we've got an okay hand, no counters, but if it is a creature deck, which we might be, we should be fine. We're gonna tap out immediately, pretty much. What is this? That's blue-green, so it's Explore. Very happy we have our Braid because he's about to play something 2 here. Possibly the 1-3 that gets bigger when they Explore. Unfortunately, he has to tap. I could choose not to, but I like Riddle Form. I like Riddle Form too much. It lets us scry, it lets us look for a deck. And it gives us an attacker. It's also still an enchantment, so a disenchant would really hurt. It's also like a tricolor deck. I might use the Abrade on our turn just to get an attack in. Disenchanted, come on. Spend on it, it's my only enchantment. We're on our way to our Glyph Keeper. We do have a significant number of lands. Huh. That's interesting. We don't want to use the cycle necessarily. I think I'm happy with our cards. So what I'm gonna do is play Highland Lake and pass. Because I want to catch the Abrade on something. We're looking at a value game, not a race game, so this is totally fine. So even if we don't get to punch with our Riddle Form, it's okay. He's expecting counters, which is why he's not playing cards while we're not tapped out. Totally a considerable idea, except that we have Hour of Devastation. Should anything actually slip through our grasp. Sure, resolve it. What's your Embalm cost? Eternalize is 7? I think I'm willing to Abrade that, but I don't know if I want to do it on his turn. I think I want to do it on his turn so we can draw 2 cards. I think we need to find counters. If this is a triple card deck, I sense a Planeswalker coming, and I'd like to find a counter for it. I mean, if it doesn't matter, we'll party Hour of Devastation it anyway. But we don't have activators for these anyway. Well, we have Hieroglyphic. Combat. Attackers. Block. I did mark his end step, so I'm gonna Abrade it. I don't know if it's the right idea. It's not a major threat, to be sure. The decline. Resolve. I would have rather used something else to kill that, but that's okay. Cannonade is also an instant. Since we can drop this next turn, I think I will just pass. Really depends on what he does with this thing. He's also a far cry from 7 mana, in theory. These guys can create mana out of nowhere. I can also hieroglyphic into the next turn. And draw us a few cards, see what we can do. But he still has a lot of cards in his hand. Block. I think I will draw 2 cards. We don't need Riddle Form to matter too much. Draw 2. Tap out for it. He's playing very smart, which concerns me. Resolve. I want to keep my mana open. This it's not targeted, so it doesn't cancel RF Devastation. Decline. We're looking for counters. It's not safe to play Glyph Keeper yet. This is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be a long episode. Resolve. So now we know he has counters. Which means we are just going to sit on our ass until something happens. It's a counter game, boys. It's gonna be a boring one. Cancel. I can't deal with that guy. He also tapped out. Decline. I do not want a Sphinx right now. Canceling it is perfect. He might have a second one. This forces him to... I'm gonna leave one open to see if he knows about match tricks. Okay, now we have a threat, and it's kind of protected. If you want a control threat, it must be something that can stand a beating. Champion of Wits, totally fine. Draws 4 and discards 2. I don't know why I didn't put that in the deck. That seems actually really good. But right now we get to hit first in the race, so I'm totally fine with it. And if he has a way to get rid of it, so be it. Jedi. Also, I feel like since the stack works last in, first out. Yeah, he's not going to block. He can't block. Last in, first out. If we activate this, it actually dies. So, that's not great. But he's used as Eternalize, which means if we do wipe this out, we can at least RF Devastation into something. He's going to try to wait for a big turn. That's not great. This is indestructible, but it's not indestructible. The problem with it is that it keeps coming back for more. Combat, hit me for 4. Interesting. Okay, I thought it didn't hit me for 4. Block. And turn, I want to scry this. Free. I probably should have scried. I know it's not put into hand. It's just look. Oh, no thank you. Again, let's sort out our deck. We're looking for answers. That's fine. I'll keep that. He also has counters left. How many? What does he have? This could be bad for me. Mind you, I'm very uncomfortable playing this. I doubt he needs to untap now, so I'm actually in the position where I need to go forward. It's also only a 3-4. Good. I mean, bad for us. Resolve. Yeah. We didn't have any counters in hand. I couldn't handle that? Oh, his draw step. That's really confusing. That needs a... This interface needs an update. I don't know how anything is happening. Well, he used it, so I'm gonna wipe everything in the next turn. Because I don't have a choice. Man, this card is good. I fed you. I fed you before this happened. I think I just gave up on finding an answer to this thing. We can block and kill it. When does it come back? Beginning of the next end step. It comes back to his hand there. We can cannonade block it. I'd rather not. No, just take the 9. Six is pretty low. Please cry. Yeah, we don't have enough threats for this deck to consistently work, but when we get a threat, it might work. Yes, if I knew that was there earlier, I would not have been able to play Fiery Cannonade. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do not turn into a Sphinx. You will die. Decline. You will die, Riddle form. Don't run into the fire. He should counter this. How dare you? Yeah, he'll be back at the end at my end turn, but I have an essence counter. Yeah, that's fine. Do I need more draw? Blue, red. I don't know how many more tricks we have to handle this guy. That's all I got. If he's got a counter. Sure, I'll make you a thing. Yay, now we have a blocker against a haste dude. I can't identify who the beatdown is. Yeah, we're done here. That resolves. I have no other way of answering it. Possibly I should bring in something more permanent as a way to handle that, or more draw. Cannonade not be as valuable as I think it is. And summon is neat. Can really screw with someone's math. Do we need draw? Flood, I'm not sure I'm a fan of. Land seemed to work out. Strategic planning, my problem is that it's a sorcery. Rarely do we want to tap out. Nah, this is fine. We'll try it some more. I just had no answer to the... Well, I hope our quests are still here, because apparently we have failed to load anything. Mid-range love decks, leverage efficient creatures, and value-generating spells. Class aggro decks, and pressure control and combo decks. Okay. Now we're punching down. Now it's gonna feel bad if we lose. Yes, I'm still very uncomfortable with the interface when it's like an instant heavy deck. I also think I need cheaper threats. Oh, I want to keep it, but sure. I don't think this is gonna work. Hello. Hello. I need this for the counter, maybe. Really depends on what we burn. Oh, blue, black, green. Oh. I'm gonna have a problem with that. If we kill something, does it fail to explore? I don't think so, because the effect is in the stack. Do we let that resolve? Oh, non-creature. We have to let it resolve. Okay, I don't know the order here. Can I kill it before it resolves? I'm pretty sure I can't. Oh, it dies instantly. So, yeah, you get to see that, but no one gets a counter. Oh, he gets a counter. That's fine. We're gonna tap out. This is gonna be creature heavy. So we're just gonna pick our thing up again. Yes. Actually, I'm not sure I want to. Decline. I don't need to. Although I have no way to take care of that threat. Ooh, a second one. That's not great. Also, negate doesn't seem that great here. No blockers. We gotta rely on what we can do. Yeah, I'm never gonna block that. This deck isn't working. We need to draw a card. We need to draw land. And then we can Glorybringer. And then we'll see. Oh no, it explored. I can't kill it anymore. Oh, we definitely need to draw land. Oh, they're big now. Well, that's not a land, so we've got concerns. As you can see, the deck needs work. Definitely concerning at this point. Well, now I can't attack. Oh my god, we did not draw well. So do we need more draw? I don't think we need more draw. I think the deck needs work. But we're gonna try it one more time, as a suffering is the name of the game. Maybe more early game? No, I want to counter the early game. But I have recovery methods, none of which we drew. Spell Pierce might have been nice there, but we didn't have it. Hey, doggos. Don't worry about them.
You can pass an ability without spacebar. Oh no, his thing is shinier than mine. He's a lick it. He's gonna lick it.
He will lick it. I don't know what's bugging them, and I can't go out and check right now. Hey, kitty cat, you okay? Well, maybe we can trick them with a Spell Pierce, but that's actually not that great. But I'm gonna keep this because we've not drawn, like, counters and shit. Oh shit, he went first. Oh shit, dog, what up? Super unlikely. He has an opt. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see a non-creature spell right now. We're gonna see, like, that thing. So our Drake doesn't actually have anything. Do you wanna opt now? Blue-black. That's Dimir control. At least the pre-con deck is. Well, we can make a 0-something. But I don't want to. We wait. We stay patient. All yours, buddy boy. Everyone is Huatli. Huatli? I want to say Huatli. We have a counter for every situation. We can't do anything yet, so we're just gonna bluff. So I guess neither of us is planning on doing anything. That's weird. I have 2 blue to use. I'll just find an island. Yes. We could have played this so we can hieroglyphic later, but I think we're full up on cards anyway. End turn. I'm trying to also play fast to be polite. Handful of counters. We need more threats. Yep, he's playing smart. I think the rule is never counter card draw unless you're fighting control. I mean, I'm just gonna lose when he plays a Scarab God, I think. 5 untapped. I'm not gonna run into that trap. Let's click this so that we can draw and try to match up. And we have so neither of us are doing anything. Wow, I am actually kind of bored. I mean, if he wastes a counter on this, so be it. I'm not willing to fight for this card. He used a hard counter. We could have pierced it, but I don't think we need to. We need 2 mana for whatever counters. If he counters it, I'll let it go. Mark this so that we can opt. Keep this open for a negate, Essence Scatter, or Spell Pierce. I mean, I want to protect our Enigma Drake, but it really depends on how much mana he has left open. I believe the Scarab God is 5. And we need to handle that guy. Do I protect you? No. That happened. It's not even that big a threat. The loss is arguably negligible. He's looking at that 2 mana open. Like, does he have an Engage or a Spellcast? Block. Not gonna play anything yet. Opt. Do we want a mountain? Not really. Look for threat. He can't play anything. It's the end step. That's not how this works. Only on these 2 things can things be played unless you have an instant speed something. Also, we drew into 2 lands, which is not fantastic. You know what? I rarely play control and control matchups. Like in my local meta, I was always one of the 2 control players resolved. Sure. He's looking for land. I don't like the interface for this in control. It just feels very uncomfortable. I feel like it's built for more like the creature stuff. Let him draw. Never counter that. It is not the threat. It is something that will eventually lead to a threat. Fistful of counters, son. Can't handle it, must negate. Pay the right mana for this. Leave 1 blue open. So we can Spell Pierce it. Actually, not that. Cancel. There we go. Leave the Highland open. It's a very well protected card. Now let's protect our threat. It's not the greatest threat in the world, but it's also hard to kill. Nobody sees Spell Pierce coming. But of course, we're going to run into a Scarab God. And this is the reason blue-red isn't that common, is because it has cancel. Please play, please like pay a lot of mana for something. That'll do it. I wanted to tap out so that we can play it again next turn. So we can eternalize it. Now he's thinking that I did that because I want to negate it. I want to keep him from tapping. Yeah, that's his turn. We have prevented him from having a turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's losing card advantage in this. We might even out. Possibly. If he unsummons it, we're in trouble. It just dies. We're going back to like creature decks in a bit. I think I have more fun with that. Yeah. Unsummon will do it. Oh, fuck off. You get muted. Well, now everyone's untapped again. Now we're just looking at each other. Oh shit, it negated it. That's why, oops. You're unmuted. I'm an asshole. That's right, it still has that ability. I forgot about that too. If it's for paper magic, we'd have just screwed it up. Don't play this, there's no point. Or is there? I feel like sorting through our deck is important. I'm sorry. I'm very uncomfortable with the deck. Enough that like even slight perceived threats annoy me. Oh, he's... Oh my god, it's the first attack. End turn. There's gotta be a better way. Maybe if the animations were smoother, something else. We'll let that resolve. Yes, enter. Mark this so that we can riddle form. Start looking for things to hassle him with. We're gonna get blown out if he just draws 7 cards. I also want the... Shit. His is not embalmed, which is a problem. How do we handle that guy? Block. My turn. Riddle form, please. 1, 2, 3. Start looking for shit. Glorybringer is great, but it doesn't actually help us do anything. Because Glorybringer gets negated by that. We can Magma Spray into Glorybringer. That's fine. So where's the look button? So we keep it. My turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we leave 1 red open. We can even pay for a... He doesn't have instants. That's interesting. So first I'm gonna spray this. He doesn't have any counters. Resolve. Take action. Exert. Normal attack, normal attack. This is exerted, right? Blow up the Sphinx. Charge in. 94. And we have a negate to protect our board. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be back, but we don't care. We'll pull down his underwear. He doesn't have counters near as I can figure. Decline. We have protected our board. Damage. Okay, what I thought was GG was not GG, and we got 1 good game off it, so I'm kind of okay with it. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can subscribe to the Dark Fluffy Cloud channel so you don't miss a thing. While waiting for the next episode, if you liked the video, you can share it, you can leave a comment, you can do all those nice things and more, but you don't have to do anything I say, not the boss of you. Who I am is Panator, and I'll see you later.